Hey guys, welcome back. This is Jenny from Polly's Paper Studio, and today's video we are going to create this very frosty inspired snowman Christmas greeting card using some not traditional Christmas paper, but filling it with loads of beautiful holiday embellishments and trims. So let's make this together. I've got a 6x6 card base here, and I have finished the inside with the coordinating pattern paper from the front, and I've added a small section where a sentiment can be included. So for the cover, I have selected some pattern paper that is not really traditionally Christmas. I think that it really makes cards more unique if you add your own personal style. This particular pattern paper is not from a collection. I'm just mixing and matching it, and then I'm going to come up with something that's very unique. There is some matting here on the side that is a darker blue, and I've also topped off this pattern paper section with a bit of faux snow. I've just dabbed that with a paintbrush and allowed it to dry, so that adds a fun snowy detail to the finished card. Next section is the plaid that matches the inside. There is more of that faux snow there, and also another border strip of that solid cardstock, and this is going right on the bottom. And you can see how adding that solid cardstock really helps to keep the busy paper pattern separate. I've got a couple of chipboard pieces I want to include now. They're part of the layering. These are from Gypsy Soul Laser Cuts. I finished them with flat white acrylic paint, and then when it dried, I added a layer of diamond stickles, so they're just a little bit sparkly, and I'm going to tuck them underneath some of the larger elements. So if I put them first here in the corners, I can layer the next section on. I'm going to use my Tombow Mono multi-liquid glue for this and just secure these in place. Now that I have those secure, I can add my next section, which is going to be this large die-cut doily in a crisp white, and it is centered here and does cover a bit of those snowflakes, but that is how you get that fun layered look. So I'm just going to tap that into place. So the next element that I'm going to include is one more chipboard piece, and this is part of a collection from Gypsy Soul Laser Cuts. I will leave a link in the description below if you want to check out that shop. This is finished with just some embossing powder and heat set so that it gives me a beautiful sparkly finish, and I'm going to add it right here just about at the top. And most of this is going to be concealed, but it will have a nice pretty sparkly border. It's nice those larger stars gave me room to add a lot of that glue, so I know that it will be well secured. I'm just going to center that here and press it into place. And here is a section that I've die cut so that it would match the center of my doily. I added some of that faux snow again for detail around the edge, and I've added it to some craft foam so that I can begin to build up the layers and the dimension, and I'm just going to add that right here. Like I said, a lot of that frame isn't going to show, but what I wanted was that star border at the top, so that will be a perfect accent. I've got this sweet, very charming little snowman, and I know that I want it to be more or less in the center. I've got a second piece of that star flourish chipboard, and so now that I know where my snowman is going, I can judge where this can be so that I can see most of it and I don't waste it underneath the layers. I'm just going to add that with a little bit of that liquid adhesive again. It is okay that some is coming out from underneath because I am going to cover it with that snowman. So it's okay if it gets a little messy. So here is pride of place right in the center for that cheeky little guy. This is on foam again so that I can continue to build the height. And I'm just going to press that in place. Isn't he cute with his little scarf and bird friend there? Okay, I've got a bow here from Taffeta. This is from Really Reasonable Ribbon. Links in the description for that as well. I've topped it with a small twine bow and an actual vintage button, and I think that blue coordinates really perfectly with my pattern paper. I'm just going to add that with a bit of hot glue. Also, more of these vintage buttons, and I think I just want a small little line of them at the top, so that I can bring some detail out to the corner. I'm going to use hot glue for that as well, and I am confident that will stick because I've added a bit of twine through the holes. Last one, and I'm just going to make sure they're stuck in that glue very well. Okay, last but not least is my flower arrangement. This is a poinsettia that I created with my Cinch and Go poinsettias in white, and then I did add a little sparkle to the ends with some stickles, and I've put a berry stem in the center. So this is another Really Reasonable Ribbon item, and I just keep all these on hand for making flowers. I've coordinated this with some Little Birdie Crafts flowers here and here just to fill in the arrangement, and then I've added just a little bit of twine in a loopy bow as well so that I can fill in that corner. That is all for my Frosty Snowman greeting card. If you enjoyed this project, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and if you're not already, I would love for you to subscribe. As always, I'm wishing you a happy and productive day, and I thank you so much for watching. Bye!